What's up, nail friends? The other day on Instagram I asked what design I should do on my brand new hand, and here are some of the responses I got. I ended up thinking about it for a few days, and I couldn't stop thinking about this comment, extra long red with bling by MC_Lala78 on Instagram. Thanks so much for the suggestion. And if you guys want to be involved in these Instagram polls, please follow me on Instagram. Okay, so to start the set, I've applied my extreme length tips from GLITTERBELS, and I'm just shaping them. So that is just filing the sidewalls to make it come straight out and even. I'm not shortening these. I want them to be extra long, so I'm just going to file the tip a little bit just to straighten it out. I'm also going to file over the whole tip and blend the tip into the nail. Here's how that looks next to the ones that weren't filed. So that's why I like to shape my nails before starting. So I'm going to be using my GLITTERBELS clear monomer. The red I'm going to use is GLITTERBELS Cherry Bomb. I'm also going to use this glitter called Rogue. Sorry, I say that wrong every time. It's Rouge. Anyways, I'm going to pick up a bead of the Cherry Bomb with my number 10 brush. I'm placing that on the bottom half of the nail, and I'm going to put this down first because I like to get the tip done when the nails are this long and then work on my cuticle bead after. So I'm just trying to get full coverage of the tip. I'm just going to pat and pull, and every time my brush is out of screen, that's when I'm wiping it on the paper towel. So now I'm picking up another bead here. You can see the size. I am draining it a little bit, and then I'm placing this near the cuticle area. Cleaning off my brush and reshaping my brush before going in around the cuticle area. And I'm pushing this down flat. I'm using the tip of my brush to push it towards the cuticle area. You guys will get a better view in a second when I do the pinky. And I'm just carefully pushing that towards the cuticle. So I'm just going to blend this down the nail. It's not going to blend well into the bottom half because I waited a little too long working on my cuticle area. But that's not going to matter because I'm going to apply more color, and we're going to encapsulate and finish file this nail. So it doesn't really matter too much if it is lumpy and bumpy and not perfect, because we will file. So you can see the harsh line there where it didn't blend, so I'm going to add more product and cover up that line and make sure it blends a little bit better before encapsulating. Okay, because that one was blurry, I'm going to show you the pinky as well. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm placing a bead near the tip first, and I'm just blending and pulling that onto the whole tip, getting full coverage. Then instead of going right at the cuticle bead, I decided to apply a second bead in the middle before going towards the cuticle bead. So basically, it really doesn't matter if you do it the first way or the second way, but I feel like it looks a little better this way because the blend is seamless. So now I'm going to work on my cuticle area. You can see I don't place the bead at the cuticle. I place it way further back, and then I clean off my brush and use the tip of my brush to push the product towards the cuticle area. So you're going to want to have the finger bent on a downward angle. That'll help with gravity. And then I'm just gently pushing the product towards the cuticle area, trying not to touch the skin, and then blending the rest of it down into the bottom half of the already put down product. And in the end, I still needed more product to make that line seamless. So like I said, doesn't matter what way you do it. So for the glitter nail, I decided I actually needed a glitter, like a fine glitter put down first, just because the rouge color is super chunky. So I'm applying hot chili down first. I feel like that color matches really nicely. So this is just a fine glitter with some holographic silver in it. So I'm just doing a super thin layer of this over the whole nail before I go in with the glitter. So now I'm picking up a bead and I'm placing this near the cuticle area. So this is why I do this, is because the chunky glitter won't create such a nice seamless cuticle area because it's chunky, so it'll be really hard to do that. So it's always better to put down a finer glitter that matches and then use your chunky glitter over top. You'll just get, it's just a little bit easier. It's just kind of like, it just makes it easier for you in the long run. So I'm just cleaning this up and then we're gonna go grab that glitter. So I'm gonna dip my brush in monomer, pick up a small bead of clear, and then I'm gonna go into the loose glitter with that and place it on the nail. So you can kind of just spread this however you want. Mostly fully cover this nail. It doesn't really matter since the colors are similar. It's going to look pretty regardless. So like I said, see if you were to try to get that glitter seamless around the cuticle area, it would be very, very difficult with chunky glitter like this. So that's why you want to put down the fine glitter first. Okay, so we're gonna encapsulate these nails. So sometimes when I'm doing a solid nail, I find you can get bubbles a little bit easier, or they're just more noticeable. So I like to wipe the very tip of the nail with a little bit of monomer first, and then go in with a bead of clear. And that way you just definitely won't get bubbles underneath it. So I'm just placing my bead down at the bottom half, spreading this down, patting and pulling. We are gonna finish file these, so it's not really gonna matter if it's perfect. So now I'm applying a second bead, spreading that out, fading that down. Now I'm going to go in with a small amount near the cuticle area. So this is just me encapsulating everything so we can build this nail up a little bit more with an apex since it's not thick enough. Okay, so here's the pinky. I'm going to apply a super thin wash on the bottom half of the nail, trying to make sure that I don't get any bubbles. Then I'm going in with a bead. And this is my bead that I'm going to pat and pull and build up for strength and structure. Now I'm going in with a cuticle bead, placing it down, cleaning off my brush, and then pushing towards the cuticle area. And then I'm going to pat and pull this down. I accidentally created a bubble, so I quickly stuck the tip of my brush underneath and pulled out the extra dry product that was going to create the bubble. So you don't want to just keep pulling the product down and let the bubble stay under there. You want to fix it with your brush. So I hope you guys caught that well enough to see what I was doing. So if it's hot like it is here right now, it's the summer, your product might dry a little bit faster, so you might need to work a little bit quicker or make sure that your room is super cold. So in my position here, I was trying to work a little bit faster because my room was so warm. Okay, so after encapsulating all the nails, here's how they look. So I'm gonna finish file these. So I'm going to use a carbide bit. I'm going to go around the sides first and debulk the very side walls and the cuticle area. I'm going to do a lot of my finish filing by hand, but I do like to use an e-file just to do a light debulking. So I'm using my GLITTERBELS metal file board, and I'm just going on the side. I'm thinning out my side walls while keeping the majority of my bulk, like I said, in the center where my apex is. Filing up and down to make sure that the tip is a super sharp square. Make sure to hold the nail down while you're doing that so that your client doesn't have any discomfort. Then I'm carefully going around the cuticle area, just slightly avoiding the skin. I say it in a lot of my videos and I'll say it again. I like to apply so that I have very minimal finish filing to do at the end. So that's why I like to shape my tips before applying. That's why I try not to apply too sloppy. I just want it to be easy for finish filing. So apply like you want to have minimal finish filing to do at the end, and then it should be easier to finish file in the end. I filed all the rest of the nails, and here's how they look all dusty. So I did buff these nails, and now I'm just cleansing them and brushing off all that dust. You really want to make sure all the dust is gone before you do any kind of top coating. So I'm going to clean off all the dust, and now I'm going to add some crystals. So I have a bunch of crystals here, and I'm going to be using my GLITTERBELS base glue to glue them down. So I've just placed some of that down with a micro swab, and then I'm going in with the crystals on top. So I decided not to have a pattern in mind. I just sometimes like to wing it with my crystals. So on this nail, I just wanted it to have a lot of those big crystals in the center, and then I'm just using the fun shapes to fill in the sides, and then some smaller crystals around it. I thought that would be really pretty and kind of give it a unique look, not just have circular crystals, kind of something fun to look at, some shapes and stuff. So that's what I did here. So here's how that looks. I really like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and top coat these nails. So I'm using my GLITTERBELS No Wipe top coat. I'm going around the cuticle area, and then I'm just pulling that down the nail. And then I'm going to put this in the lamp for 2 minutes. So when you're applying top coat around your crystals, make sure to not get it on top. Just push it close, just so that you don't overlap your crystals. And then I'm just going to use a small brush to get at the top near the cuticle area on that nail, and just so that I can make sure to top coat that area. And this brush is too big, so I'm just going to use a different brush for that. So I gave the top coat a full cure, and here is the finished design. I hope you guys like this set. I hope this turned out similar to what you had in mind when you gave me this idea, MC_Lala. Let me know down below if you see this video, if you like what I decided to do on the set. Thanks so much, you guys, for watching. If you want to be included in my Instagram polls, make sure that you follow me on Instagram. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing, and if you subscribe, please click the bell next to it so that you get notified when I post. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.